Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the week of September 27th. Now Scorpio, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Scorpio, I am not offering personal readings and I do not see myself offering personal readings for the foreseeable future. So if someone messages you and asks you for a reading, that is a scam. That is not me. So please stay alert. I also do daily content on my Instagram. So if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. If this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. All right, make sure everything is in view and we'll get right into this for you. All right. I think that looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom. You have the King of Wands. Love this card, one of my favorite cards. Reason being is the King of Wands is the natural entrepreneur in the tarot. This is somebody who always does what they're passionate about. And by the way, it does not matter what gender you are. This is the masculine side of yourself, okay, which we all have. Both sides, masculine and feminine, but this is somebody who really only does what they're passionate about. Okay, you will not find them in a dead-end job. You will not find them doing something that they don't want to do. And in the office, you can see them right away. They're the most passionate person about whatever it is that they're talking about. And with that, they achieve success. They climb the ladder, if you will. If they're in a corporate environment or any sort of work environment, they will climb the ladder. But most often you'll actually see them like doing something for themselves, being self-employed, doing something like that, because they don't have to worry about, anybody being above them or anything like that. But it's all about where can you find that level of passion for yourself in this week ahead here, Scorpio, because that is the true calling of this reading, I feel like, so far. Now, taking a look here, you have a nice reading. There's some roadblocks ahead, but overall, this looks very positive for you. So right away, in the middle, you have the Three of Wands. So this is somebody who is sort of looking out to the horizon and thinking about what is next for them. They have achieved initial success, which is really what this card is all about. You have jumped over the first hurdle, if you will, and now there's sort of a feeling that the possibilities are endless, and you know that there's more work ahead, but you also know that there are good things ahead, and you can see that this person is either watching the ship sail away or watching it come to shore, contemplating, and for you, you may want to sort of group your thoughts, group your energy here. You could also be working together with others. Anytime you have the 3 number is like Trinity, energy with other people, anything like that. So definitely like to see the 3 of Wands right away in the middle. All right. So in the past, you have the 8 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 7 of Wands. Amazing. You have this progression here, which I want to point out, the 7 into the 8 of Wands. Always like to see that. But this 8 of Wands is a really nice card. This is a quick moving event that brings about good news. This is the feeling of getting unstuck, of finally being able to move forward with something. You've had an epiphany in the past. You've realized that you were able to do something or complete something or complete a task or something like that. Sorry about that. Or complete a task or something like that. And it probably felt really good here in the past with that 8 of Wands. Now, with the 7 of Wands as well, it's like you've definitely had to sort of stand your ground on something. It could mean that you had this epiphany or you had this idea that you wanted to pursue, and it could have meant that somebody was providing a sort of roadblock or somebody was standing in the way. And Instead, you decided to stand strong in your convictions and what you know is true. You know that whatever this thing is that you're working on looks very good for you, looks very good for your future, and you're going for it, okay? So I love to see that with that Eight of Wands as well. I feel like you've moved past any sort of naysayer. Now, you know, there could be competition in the workplace here with the Three of Wands indicating groups of people, Two of Cups indicating partnerships, and we'll get into it some more. But I actually feel like there was just somebody who was like, what are you doing, Scorpio? Like, you shouldn't, like, this isn't going to work out, but you knew it was going to work out. And the thing is, you have this Queen of Pentacles, which is somebody who makes practical choices, wise type of person, especially when it comes to financial situations, not going to spend their money lavishly if they can't afford to do it, anything like that. Really good for budgeting, really good for planning and preparing and putting in the work, doing the hard work. And you are definitely well aspected for that here. It's almost like you had this epiphany, but now you're also, some people, this is not calling anyone out, but it's sort of like some people have these ideas and it's sort of like all talk and no action. But no, you have this nice sort of blending of, I have this idea, now I'm going to act on it. And that's what the Queen of Pentacles here is sort of signifying. Now, in your current situation, you have the Two of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Hermit. So some of you are in academia, okay? Some of you are studying. Some of you are taking an academic approach to life, whether or not you're in higher education or anything like that. You are studious about this situation that you're coming up with, this idea that you've had here. And you are acquiring self-mastery with the Hermit on the card. And so some of you are doing that here for sure. Others of you are deciding that this is your solo journey here. This is your path. You can see this person's alone. They're sort of canvassing the universe, as I like to say. You can see the universe in the background, sort of acquiring knowledge, higher knowledge. And some of you have that right now, or that's where you're going through. You have this Two of Cups here as well, which is, you know, partnerships. Some of you may be working together or trying. See, that's the thing. It's sort of counterintuitive to what I said. You're sort of like on your own path here with that Hermit. But maybe you're also realizing that it might not be a bad idea to get a second perspective. A little bit of a conflicting message there that I'm getting. Now, some of you could also be thinking about a partner or somebody like a romantic partner. That's actually my favorite romance card in the tarot. I would say if you are, you've met them in a group situation or you've met them in an environment that you work in or study in or something like that. But I actually feel like this epiphany, this big idea is more of a solo thing, canvassing the universe, as I said. And maybe you're just thinking about somebody else that has been in your life or something like that, or you've met recently, is what I feel like is going on here. Now, in the future, you have the Emperor, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Swords. So this is interesting. The Emperor is, as I like to say, big boss energy. Okay, this is somebody who is quite successful at what they do. This is the energy of authority, leadership, anything like that. Really somebody who is stable as well, somebody who makes stable decisions, and they are prosperous. You can see the crown on their head, the staff, the clothes that they're wearing, indicating that they have achieved some level of success in the workplace particularly. But for you, it's like you're taking on those qualities about yourself. You also here have this Nine of Swords, Two of Swords. So this is an interesting combination. So the Nine of Swords is somebody staying up late at night, somebody having a nightmare, mental anguish, anxiety. Two of Swords, maybe an injustice here coming in, somebody throwing emotional daggers at you or spreading emotional poison, leaving you feeling blindfolded. That's why I feel like perhaps there could be competition in the workplace. But we'll have to see what's going on here. The Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords combination is all about letting go of the blindfold and letting go of fear preventing you. So let's start to clarify. If you're enjoying this, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel. There's also a bell below this video which will show up after you hit subscribe. If you click that bell, you'll never miss an update from me. Lastly, Scorpio, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I hope things are going well for you. So, isn't this interesting? So we have one card that wanted to come out here, Melchizedek, higher learning. You've learned from experience, more inner study is now required to further progress. I mean, if I were to pick a tarot card for Melchizedek, it would be the Hermit. I mean, look at this, right? And so for some of you, like some of you are like students, or if you're not a student, like you're a researcher or you're in academia or you're doing something like that. Now, not everybody is going to be. Some of you are just like acquiring a higher perspective on an issue that you're dealing with. You also here have Lady Portia, Divine Order, do what you feel is right, an important lesson is unfolding, and Isis, magic manifesting, your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused, Scorpio. So definitely like to see that. Lady Portia, especially with this Seven of Wands situation here, you know what you're doing is right. Okay, you know that this idea is these has room to grow. You know that it looks good, and I would stick to that. You're manifesting something big here. Now you have success. The situation will improve. Love that. I mean, look at this. Swimming amongst the dolphins. And what else do we have here? So I think this idea that you have, or whatever it is that you're working towards, looks very good. Ask your angels. Okay, you know what? If people are not providing you with support, if somebody thinks you're crazy, or somebody just thinks you're just off your rocker right now, which I do feel like somebody is, you can always ask your angels, right? Nothing wrong with that, or your spirit team. Whatever it is that you resonate with, the universe. Yeah, but this project, this idea with success and the situation will improve, I have to say looks very, very good. So this is especially true if this is something you've been looking to do. So let's see what else we have here. All right, Ace of Pentacles, definitely like to see that. Financial support coming in. You have the Nine of Swords and the Chariot. You know what? I almost never get this with the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are getting grants, funding, something like that going on. And, you know, not everybody's going to be in that scenario. It could even just be getting like student aid or something. You're getting something here that's going to make this idea possible. Whether that's material funding, support, something like that. Because the Ace of Pentacles is all about a new beginning. It's a seed that you plant here. There's clearly somebody who just is like, what are you doing with this Nine of Swords? But you know, it's almost causing you to question yourself. What I would say is if you feel like this idea is right, then question why you're hanging out with them. Question why you're getting advice from them, because it's more so like somebody else's fear is now becoming your fear, something like that going on. You also here have the Chariot and the Seven of Wands. You're succeeding over any feeling of competition. Seven of Wands is, or excuse me, the Chariot is as above, so below. As it is done in the universe, it is done down here. As you stay self-disciplined, you are rewarded. And that's what I see coming in for you. You have the Seven of Pentacles, more seven energy, Four of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. You're potentially isolated with the Hermit and the Five of Pentacles. That's not always, I know it's not always the worst thing. I'm not saying like isolate yourself. I'm not saying that's completely healthy. I'm not saying that is. But it's like you're taking this journey through the blizzard alone. And I know that you feel like you're going to come out of it on the other side better. And so that's what I feel like is going on. I almost never read that with the Five of Pentacles, but that's what I'm getting here. It's that feeling of being left out in the cold. It's because this person or these people can't see what you see. And I would say just keep canvassing the universe if that's what you really feel strongly pulled towards. The thing is, there is stability arriving here with the Four of Wands. You know, that's traditional marriage. And with the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, if you are meeting somebody, I will say that does look like a stable partnership. It does look like a long-term union, potentially. I mean, obviously things can happen, but that's what it feels like to me. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. There's some sort of stability coming in, long-term investment paying off, something that you've been harvesting here. Okay, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So, definitely looks very good in the future. Sorry, I had to gather my thoughts there. But this Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords, You've been blinded, and the thing is, your destiny's been right in front of you this whole time. I guess what I would ask you, Scorpio, will you get on the train or will you stay in the station? Because for you to get on that train, you're going to have to take the blindfold off. And I feel like if you do that, there are rewards beyond what you can even imagine. Like, you know that this is a good idea, but you can't even imagine the reward that's coming in. And so, step one, take that blindfold off. Step two, get on the train, because the wheel keeps spinning. All right? The wheel keeps spinning. And, this is talking about a positive change in luck. There could be a good situation arriving here. Three of Pentacles, you're fearful about something within a group situation or around something someone's saying, something like that. But you realize that you are the artisan. And the thing is that with the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor, you make practical choices. Like, you're not going to put yourself in harm's way here, at least as it relates to this scenario. You are dependable. Like, you're able to rely on yourself, and you have an energy of authority about you with all of these cards here. And so I would just remind yourself of that. Let's see what else we have. All right, let's see what else we have here. Yeah, imprisonment, change, mature woman, toil and labor, child, coffin. Career changes going on here, okay? I do want to point out you have high honor on the bottom. This is integrity. This is somebody who is well respected in their field of study or their work environment, whatever it is that they do. And they are rewarded for that. Now, you have been toiling over something someone said, and it's causing a self-imposed imprisonment here. I never read this as jail. I always read it, especially when you have the Nine of Swords twice. You're in the jail of your own thoughts here, Scorpio. And that's about to change because there's an ending coming in with this whatever person saying, no, you can't do this, you're crazy, you're not right, you're not doing something, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. Nope, you're not going to take that, and you're going to return to child self here. You're going to start something. There's something changing in your career. There's something going on here, and it's going to be beyond what you can even imagine in terms of rewards. It looks amazing. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.